Hi, this is Brian with mWater. This lesson is going to cover managing assignments and issues via the mWater Surveyor app. First, we're going to start off with an overview of surveys, assignments, and issues. Then we're going to go through using assignments and issues in the Surveyor app. Assignments are survey responses which are pre-filled with some information and then assigned to an enumerator for completion. This is frequently used for things like water point surveys or household surveys, where there's a baseline, midline, and endline done on each point, allowing you to see how things have changed over time. After each site has received a baseline survey on it, the survey administrator will use the mWater portal to assign each site to an enumerator for update during the midline survey. This will appear on the assigned enumerator's device with the basic information filled out, like water point name, water point GPS, and water point type. These things don't change over time, so they can often be pre-filled. As you can see in the diagram, survey responses are a completely blank version of a survey form, and assignments are survey responses which are pre-filled with some data and assigned to an enumerator. Once an individual assignment is started by an enumerator, it actually creates a survey response with that pre-filled data, and the enumerator can fill in the rest of the data as if it's a normal survey response. In the example shown here, the name Frank Hartford has already been pre-filled. The enumerator can then fill out the rest of the information for the survey respondent Frank Hartford. Issues are a multi-step process where enumerators can open, assign, update, resolve, and close an issue response. A good example of this is a water point functionality issue. This issue allows users to report broken water points and even assign technicians to conduct repairs. As you can see in the diagram, the first step is to open an issue on the water point. This will report the basic information on the water point along with the issue that it's experiencing. The second step is where the survey administrator assigns the resolution of the issue to a technician in the field. The technician will receive a notification on their device and go and fix the problem. Once the issue has been resolved, the issue administrator can then review the work that's been done and close out the issue if it's been completed correctly. The update and close steps are sometimes optional, so there can be anywhere from 3 to 5 steps in this process. Now that you know what assignments and issues are, let's go to the mWater Surveyor app to see how to use them. From the home page, we can click on Tasks. The Tasks page will show 3 tabs at the top: My Surveys, Assignments, and Issues. By clicking on the Assignments tab, I'll see that I have 3 assignments which were assigned to me and are waiting for completion. Unlike the My Surveys tab, there isn't a button to start a new assignment because all assignments must be assigned by a survey admin from the mWater portal. As you can see here, the 3 assignments assigned to me are mWater training participant surveys for the respondents Brian, St. Pierre, and Jane. You can maybe think of these as households in a household survey that I'm going back to see how things have changed over time. By clicking on one of the assignments, I can begin the survey or get directions to the GPS location where this survey should be conducted. So if I click Get Directions, it'll take me to Google Maps. Google Maps will try to find directions from my current location to the destination location where the survey should be conducted. Keep in mind that this route finding algorithm in Google Maps doesn't work everywhere in the world. Once I've arrived at the destination, for example the household, I can click the Back button to go back to the app. From here, I can select the assignment from the list and click Begin Survey. This will create a new survey response for this assignment. I'm going to give a draft name for this survey, so I'm going to type Jane, a midline survey. The reason I put midline survey is because I'm going to give the example where I have already visited Jane's household during the baseline survey, and now I've returned to do the midline survey. And then I'm going to click Save. As you can see, it's created a new survey response with the name Jane pre-filled. Now I can go through and complete the survey response just like a normal survey response. I'm going to do this real quickly because we've already been through these steps. And I'm even going to skip some optional questions just to save some time. Now that I've submitted the assignment, you can see that it's no longer on my assignments list. Once your assignment list is blank, it means that all of your assigned surveys have been completed. Now I could do the same process to St. Pierre. I click on the assignment and either begin the survey or get directions to the survey location. We've already gone through this, so let's move on to issues. I'm going to click the X button at the top right and select the Issues tab. You will see on the Issues tab a button to start a new issue, and if you click that, you'll see various issue types that are available to you. I'm going to use the WaterPoint functionality issue as an example, so let's click on that. The issue will appear much like a survey response and will have the same question types available. The first question is, what water point is linked to this issue? And I'm going to just choose the water point that's closest to me, which is called Mer Soleil. The next question asks for the type of issue that the water point is having. I'm going to select maintenance required. And I'm going to put in the description of the problem, fix the pump handle. I can optionally take photos of the problem that the water point has, and now I'm going to click Submit. As you can see, this issue now shows up in the Created by Me section, and you can see that it's still in the open status. If I click on the issue, it'll open the issue response, and it'll show at the top the status, which is open, who the issue is assigned to. I can click the Watch Issue button, which will update me on the progress or changes in status for this issue, or I can click the Edit button and modify the existing Open step. I'm going to take an example where I assigned the resolution of this issue to myself by clicking Assign to Me. I could have also clicked Assign to Other User and assigned it to another technician. Assigning issues can be handled from the mWater Surveyor interface or the mWater Portal interface. Now if I go back, I can see that this issue now appears in the Assign to Me section. You can see that it's red, meaning that it hasn't been resolved yet. So I'm going to click on the issue and scroll all the way to the bottom. And I'm going to click the Update Issue button. The update step usually provides more information about the problem that's occurring with this water point. I'm going to update the issue and say that I diagnosed the problem, and the issue is that the bearing is loose. Now, when I click the Submit button, this section will be added after the Open section. If I scroll down, I can see the update step which says that the problem was diagnosed and that the bearing was loose. Now I'm going to say that I repaired the pump, and I'm going to use the Resolve Issue step to report the repair. I'm going to click the Successful Repair option and put in the comments that I replaced the main bearing. After clicking the Submit button, I can see that the status is changed to Resolved now. If I scroll down, I can see a section for the Open step, the Update step, and the Resolve step. The Resolve step is usually used for when the repair is completed in the field. So now all that's left to do is to close out the issue. This is usually done by a supervisor in order to approve the quality of the repair that was done. I'm going to play the role of a supervisor and click Close Issue. And I'm going to enter in any comments that I have about the work before closing out the issue. I'm going to put no further repairs required. After clicking the Submit button, I can see that the status of this issue is now closed. By scrolling down, I can see all the different steps in this issue, including the most recent closed step. At any point, if there's still a problem, I can click the Reopen Issue button. And at any point in the process, I can click the Add Comment button to add a comment section. Or I can click the Edit button on any of these steps to modify the data. I'm going to click Back, and now you can see that the issue has been resolved, so it won't appear on my Issues tab anymore. Now let's click on the home page and click Sync Now. This will sync any issues or assignments that have been updated to the mWater cloud. To review, this lesson covered managing assignments and issues. We gave an overview of assignments, which are pre-filled responses that are sent to enumerators, and an overview of issues, which are multi-step processes where users can open, assign, resolve, and close an issue. And lastly, we went through the usage of each of these in the mWater Surveyor app. That's all we have for this lesson, and thanks for watching.